took the jury under an hour to return a guilty verdict for Maxwell Anderson. Comes after 8 days of witness testimony. One juror tells Fox 6 the decision was easy.
Stephanie Quirk is here in the studio tonight after talking to one of those 12 jurors who determined the outcome of this case. Steph?
Yeah, guys, the jury found Maxwell Anderson guilty of first-degree intentional homicide, mutilating a corpse, arson, and hiding a corpse. Now, one of those jurors gave us a peek behind the curtain of how the jury came to the decision so quick and what was happening in the courtroom behind the scenes.
As to count one, the verdict reads:
After 8 days of testimony,
we, the jury, find the defendant, Maxwell Anderson, guilty of first-degree intentional homicide.
12 jurors deliberated and delivered the verdict in under an hour, finding Maxwell Anderson guilty of killing and dismembering Sade Robinson.
We had a big decision to make today, and there was a lot of, momentum leading up to this.
After the verdict came down, Fox 6 spoke to one of those 12 jurors.
Just emotionally exhausted.
Because it's such a high-profile case, she tells us she wasn't comfortable going on camera. But what she did tell us:
the decision was easy, especially after kind of that mic drop yesterday of seeing those pictures.
The juror is referring to key evidence presented Thursday in the courtroom, including graphic photos that the state says shows Sade Robinson partially undressed, lying face down on what looked like Maxwell Anderson's couch.
So that's what I went home thinking last night, was he was grabbing her right breast. That right breast has not been recovered. He was taking those pictures to look back later at it.
But the juror says beyond the evidence and testimony, much more was going on behind the scenes.
And there was a knife found in the courtroom under his chair at some point this week. That happened. The judge told us.
The juror tells Fox 6 an internal investigation determined the knife potentially belonged to one of the janitors, but that's not all.
And we got some insight from the detectives. They're still actively looking into him. So that'll be interesting to see what snowball effect that has in the future.
As for the outcome of this case,
Sade, she didn't anticipate any of this, obviously, but she was just going on a date. She was 19. She was innocent.
She says justice was served.
And Anderson is set to be sentenced on August 15th. Mary?
All right, Stephanie here in the studio. Thank you.